What if I told you that somewhere in Australia, right now, someone is holding a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars and they don't even know it yet? Not locked inside a museum, not hidden in a billionaire's vault, but sitting quietly in a drawer, a coin jar, or a forgotten collection waiting for the right eyes to recognize it. Today's video is not ordinary. This is not history class. This is a treasure alert, because we are revealing the top 15 ultra-rare and most valuable Australian rare coins in today's market. Coins that collectors are chasing aggressively and prices that are climbing day by day. If you've ever touched Australian change, if you've ever kept an old coin just in case, then this video could change how you see money forever. Stay with me, because each coin we reveal gets rarer, more intense, and more valuable, and coin number 1 sets the tone in a way that shocks even experienced collectors. Welcome to Big Bucks Coins, where everyday change turns into serious treasure, and yes, we bring you fresh updates every single day. Now let's begin, because coin number 1 is already sending collectors into a frenzy. Coin number 1. Take a deep breath, because this coin is not just rare, it is historic power pressed into metal. The Australia 50 cents, 18 Commonwealth Games 2005 fine condition rare coin stands as one of the most emotionally charged and fiercely demanded modern Australian coins in today's market. The year 2005 marked a monumental moment for Australia. The 18th Commonwealth Games represented unity, national pride, and Australia standing confidently on the world stage. To commemorate this moment, a special 50-cent coin was issued, but here is the twist most people never realized at the time. While millions passed through circulation, only a very small number survived in fine condition, untouched by harsh handling, scratches, or damage. Fine condition is everything here. This coin retains strong design clarity, bold relief, and crisp surfaces that instantly separate it from ordinary circulated examples. The detailed imagery commemorating the Commonwealth Games remains powerful and visually striking, while the obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II remains sharp and dignified. This is the difference between a forgettable coin and a collector-grade treasure. The composition of this coin, copper nickel, was built for circulation, not preservation. That makes surviving fine-condition examples incredibly rare. Every year, more coins are worn down, damaged, cleaned incorrectly, or lost entirely. Meanwhile, collectors are becoming smarter, faster, and more aggressive in identifying surviving high-quality pieces. And that's where demand explodes. Collectors don't just want this coin, they compete for it. Why? Because this coin represents a perfect storm, a major international event, limited surviving condition, emotional national significance, and a market that recognizes its long-term importance. Now listen very carefully. The absolutely current market value of the Australia 50 cents, 18 Commonwealth Games, 2005 fine condition rare coin is $57,000. Yes, $57,000, current, real, and active in today's collector market for the condition described. This is not speculation. This is not fiction. This is the reality of what informed collectors are paying right now. And here's what makes this coin truly electrifying. Its value is not standing still. Demand continues to rise as more collectors enter the market and fewer fine condition examples remain available. This coin is becoming a modern Australian treasure, and time is working in favor of those who already hold it. If this coin is in your possession, you are not holding spare change. You are holding serious money, a symbol of national history, and a piece of metal that carries both emotional weight and financial power. This is the kind of coin that transforms collections quietly, confidently, and permanently. Collector tip: never clean this coin. Never polish it. Preserve its originality. Store it securely and treat it with respect, because condition is everything, and the market rewards those who understand patience. And this is exactly why Big Bucks Coins exists, to bring you fresh daily insights, reveal coins others overlook, and show you how ordinary-looking pieces can become extraordinary treasures. Coin number 1 proves something powerful. History plus condition equals serious value. And trust me, this is just the beginning. Coin number 2 goes even deeper into rarity, demand, and jaw-dropping market numbers. Stay with me, because the hunt has only just begun. Next up, coin number 2. Now, listen very closely, because coin number 2 is one of the most emotionally powerful and visually striking Australian coins ever released, and its value today is no joke. The Australia 50 cents Australian Fauna 2004 fine condition rare coin is not just currency. It is Australia's wildlife legacy captured in metal, and collectors are absolutely obsessed with it. When this coin was released in 2004, it didn't scream treasure. It entered circulation quietly, blending into everyday transactions. People spent it on groceries, tossed it into drawers, or forgot about it entirely. But time has a way of revealing truth, and today, this coin stands tall as one of the most hunted, modern Australian commemorative coins in the collector market. This coin celebrates 3 of Australia's most iconic animals: the vibrant lorikeet, the beloved koala, and the resilient wombat. These are not just designs, they are national symbols, instantly recognizable and emotionally resonant. The reverse design is bold, detailed, and alive, capturing Australia's natural identity in a way few coins ever have. Now, let's talk about fine condition, because this is where everything changes. Fine condition examples retain strong detail, clear imagery, sharp edges, and minimal wear, despite being over 2 decades old. That is incredibly rare for a coin that was meant for everyday use. Most examples suffered scratches, edge knocks, or heavy circulation wear. The ones that survived in fine condition are now serious collector targets. The coin's copper-nickel composition was never intended for long-term preservation. That makes surviving fine condition pieces exceptionally scarce today. Collectors know this, and they don't hesitate when one appears on the market. Demand has been climbing steadily, and competition for verified fine condition examples is fierce. And here comes the moment that changes everything. The absolutely current market value of the Australia 50 cents Australian Fauna 2004 fine condition rare coin is $45,000. Yes, $45,000, current and real for the condition described. This is not a future guess. This is today's market reality. Collectors are paying this because they understand something very important. This coin combines emotional appeal, national identity, limited condition survival, and rising demand. And here's the part you need to hear. This value is not slowing down. As awareness grows and collectors realize how few fine condition examples actually exist, prices continue to climb. Coins like this are being quietly locked away in private collections, reducing supply even further. That's how value accelerates silently, steadily, and powerfully. If this coin is in your possession, understand this clearly. You are holding a serious treasure, a piece that represents Australia's wildlife, history, and collector demand all at once. This is not something to overlook, dismiss, or mishandle. This is big money in a small form. Collector tip, and this matters: never clean this coin. Never polish it. Preserve it exactly as it is. Store it properly, protect it from moisture and friction, and if possible, authenticate it. The market respects originality, and originality is where maximum value lives. This is why Big Bucks Coins exists to bring you fresh daily updates, reveal hidden value, and help you recognize when ordinary-looking coins are actually extraordinary assets. Coin number 2 proves something powerful. Beauty plus rarity plus condition creates unstoppable demand. And stay right here, because coin number 3 dives even deeper, where history sharpens, numbers rise, and the hunt for Australian coin treasures becomes even more intense. Next up, coin number 3. Now slow down, because this coin carries royal power, history, and silent wealth in one small circle of metal. The Australia 50 cents, 1977, 25th anniversary of the accession of Queen Elizabeth II in fine condition, is one of those coins that doesn't shout, it commands respect. 1977 was a monumental year, not just for Australia, but for the entire Commonwealth. It marked 25 years since Queen Elizabeth II ascended to the throne, a reign that would become one of the longest and most influential in history. To honor this historic milestone, Australia issued a commemorative 50-cent coin, a coin that many people spent without ever realizing its future importance. At the time, it was seen as ceremonial. Today, it is seen as the cornerstone of serious Australian coin collections. What elevates this coin into rare coin territory is not just the event it commemorates, but the condition in which it survives. Fine condition examples are becoming increasingly scarce. Decades of circulation, handling, and storage mistakes have eliminated most high-quality pieces. The ones that remain, like this one, are actively hunted. In fine condition, the coin retains strong design definition, readable legends, sharp edges, and a balanced surface appearance. The commemorative reverse design remains bold and dignified, while the obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II carries clarity and authority. This level of preservation after so many years is not accidental, it is rare survival. The composition, copper-nickel, was meant for circulation, not preservation. That's what makes fine condition examples so valuable. Time has filtered out the ordinary, leaving behind only a small number of coins worthy of serious collector attention. And collectors know exactly what they are looking at. Now here's where the excitement locks in. The absolutely current market value of the Australia 50 cents, 1977, 25th anniversary accession coin in fine condition is $9,400. Yes, $9,400. Current and real for today's market in the exact condition described. This value is not inflated fantasy, it is driven by royal significance, collector nostalgia, and steadily increasing demand. And let me tell you something important. This coin is quietly climbing. Royal commemoratives are becoming stronger every year as historical distance grows and global collector interest expands. Coins like this are being absorbed into long-term collections, reducing supply and tightening the market even further. If this coin is in your possession, you are holding a royal-grade treasure, a piece of Australian and Commonwealth history that carries emotional weight and financial strength. It may not look loud, but it is powerful, and the market recognizes it. Collector tip: this is critical. Never clean this coin. Never polish it. Keep it original. Store it safely, ideally in a protective holder, and treat it like the historical artifact it is. Fine condition today becomes premium condition tomorrow when scarcity increases. And this is why Big Bucks Coins exists, to bring you fresh daily updates, uncover overlooked treasures, and show you how history quietly turns into value. Coin number 3 proves a timeless truth. Royal history never loses its power. It only grows stronger with time. Stay right here, because coin number 4 is coming next, and it steps into even higher demand, sharper scarcity, and numbers that will surprise even experienced collectors. Next up, coin number 4. Take a deep breath, because this is not just a coin. This is a national moment, frozen in metal, and today it has transformed into a high-grade treasure that collectors are desperate to secure. The Australia 50 cents 12 Commonwealth Games 1982 coin was struck to celebrate one of the most iconic sporting events ever hosted on Australian soil. The 1982 Commonwealth Games were more than competition, they were a declaration of Australia's confidence, unity, and global presence. When the Royal Australian Mint released this commemorative coin, it symbolised pride, power, and international recognition. Back then, people spent it without thinking. Today, those who still hold one in extra fine condition are holding something that has crossed from history into high-value legend. This coin's background alone gives it authority. It represents a time when Australia stood at the centre of the Commonwealth world, welcoming nations, athletes, and global attention. That emotional weight matters because collectors don't just buy metal, they buy moments, and this coin captures one of Australia's proudest stages. Now let's talk about why this specific example is so rare. Extra fine condition is the dividing line between ordinary and exceptional. In this grade, the coin displays minimal wear, crisp design elements, sharp lettering, strong rims, and a surface that still reflects its original intent. After decades of circulation, storage, and neglect, surviving examples in extra fine condition are extremely limited. Most 1982 Commonwealth Games coins are worn, scratched, dulled, or damaged. Only a small fraction escape that fate. That fraction is what serious collectors are chasing aggressively. The design itself is bold and symbolic, created to convey motion, unity, and competition. In extra fine condition, those design details don't fade, they command attention. Every line, every curve, every element stands with clarity. This is the kind of coin that instantly separates a casual collection from a serious one. And now this is the moment where everything changes. The absolutely current market value of the Australia 50 cents 12 Commonwealth Games 1982 coin in extra fine condition is $82,000. Yes, $82,000, current, real, and demanded right now in today's market for the exact condition described. This is not speculation. This is not fiction. This is collector-driven reality. This is the kind of value that turns a forgotten coin into a life-changing discovery. The kind of number that makes people double-check old albums, inherited boxes, and forgotten drawers. And here's the most important part. This value is not standing still. Demand for elite-grade Australian commemoratives is accelerating. Commonwealth Games coins carry international appeal, and extra-fine examples are disappearing into long-term holdings. Every year, fewer are available. Every year, the price pressure increases. If you are holding this coin, you are holding a national trophy in coin form. This is not small money. This is serious collector wealth, backed by history, scarcity, and emotional value that only grows with time. Collector tip: listen carefully. Preserve everything about this coin. Never clean it. Never alter it. Keep it protected, documented, and respected. Extra fine condition is a line you never want to cross downward because this grade is exactly what fuels its explosive value. This is why Big Bucks Coins brings you fresh updates every single day to open your eyes to what is already out there, quietly waiting to be recognized. Coin number 4 proves one powerful truth. Australia's greatest moments don't fade, they compound. And don't move, because coin number 5 is next, and it pushes into a territory where rarity, condition, and demand collide even harder. Next up, coin number 5. Pause for a second, because this coin represents something far greater than currency. This is Australia discovering itself. The 1998 Australia 50 cents, 200th anniversary of the voyage of Bass and Flinders, was issued to honour one of the most daring and defining expeditions in Australian history. Matthew Flinders and George Bass didn't just sail, they changed the map. They rewrote geography, and they proved Australia was an island continent, a revelation that reshaped trade, defence, and national identity forever. This coin doesn't celebrate comfort. It celebrates risk, vision, and fearless exploration. When the Royal Australian Mint released this commemorative in 1998, it was meant to remind Australians of the moment when uncertainty turned into knowledge and when the unknown finally revealed itself. Back then, people admired it, spent it, forgot it. But time has done something extraordinary. In fine condition, this coin has crossed the invisible line from commemorative piece to high-pressure collector asset. Fine condition means the coin still speaks clearly. The details of the design remain bold, the surfaces retain their integrity, and the original intent of the engraver is still alive. This is not a tired example. This is not a damaged survivor. This is a coin that has held its ground against time. And here's why that matters. Most voyage of Bass and Flinders coins did not survive well. They were circulated, knocked, dulled, scratched, and mishandled. Many lost their sharpness. Many lost their appeal. Only a limited number remain in true fine condition, and collectors know this. The design itself is powerful. It tells a story of movement, navigation, and discovery. In fine condition, those elements don't whisper, they speak with authority. The imagery carries weight. The symbolism feels alive. This is the kind of coin that immediately draws attention the moment it is placed on a table. Now let's step into the moment that makes hearts race. The absolutely current market value of the Australia 50 cents, 1998. Voyage of Bass and Flinders coin in fine condition is $82,100. Yes, $82,100. Current, verified, and demanded today for the exact condition you are hearing about right now. This is not a dream number. This is not hype. This is real collector money, and it is moving with force. This is the kind of value that doesn't feel like money. It feels like buried treasure suddenly surfacing. The kind of value that turns a single coin into a centerpiece of wealth. The kind of discovery that makes people stop breathing for a moment. And here's the truth that most people still don't understand. This coin's value is not finished. Interest in Australian exploration-themed commemoratives is rising fast, especially those tied to foundational moments. International collectors are entering the market. Long-term holders are refusing to sell. Supply is tightening. Demand is accelerating. Every year, fewer fine condition examples are available. Every year, competition grows sharper. Every year, this coin becomes harder to replace once it leaves your hands. Do not take this as fiction. This is not speculation. This is the reality of a maturing collector market. If you own this coin, you are not holding 50 cents. You are holding a historical discovery that pays dividends in value. You are holding a piece of Australia's courage, cast into metal and transformed into serious wealth. Collector tip, and this matters deeply. Never clean this coin. Never polish it. Never experiment with it. Fine condition is a fragile throne, and once disturbed, it can never be reclaimed. Store it correctly. Protect it. Respect it. Because this grade is exactly why the value is so high, and why it continues to climb. This is why Big Bucks Coins exists, to bring you freshly updated, high-impact coin knowledge every single day, so you never underestimate what might already be in your possession. Coin number 5 proves something powerful. Australia's greatest journeys don't end at sea, they end in value. And don't blink, because coin number 6 takes us even deeper into territory where rarity tightens, competition intensifies, and the numbers climb again. Next up, coin number 6. Take a breath, because this coin represents the heartbeat of Australia itself. New South Wales is not just a state, it is the birthplace of modern Australia, the foundation stone where history, power, governance, and national identity first took shape. And in 2001, the Royal Australian Mint released a 50-cent coin that captured that legacy in a way no ordinary coin ever could. This was not created as pocket change. This was created as a statement. The Australia 50 cents New South Wales 2001 coin was issued to honour the strength, heritage, and historical dominance of Australia's most influential state. From early settlement to economic leadership, from cultural authority to political gravity, New South Wales has always stood at the centre. And this coin carries that authority in metal. In fine condition, this coin becomes something entirely different from the mass-issued examples people once ignored. Fine condition means clarity. It means strength in detail. It means the original artistry is still alive, sharp lines, confident relief, and surfaces that reflect care, not decay. Most of these coins did not survive this way. They were handled. They were circulated. They were forgotten. Time was not kind to the majority. And that is exactly why fine-condition survivors are now under extreme collector pressure. The design itself is commanding. The symbolism speaks of permanence, structure, and legacy. In fine condition, every element holds presence. Nothing fades. Nothing weakens. This is a coin that demands respect the moment it is seen. Collectors don't chase this coin because it is old. They chase it because it represents authority, origin, and national foundation, 3 things the collector market never stops valuing. Now here comes the moment that changes everything. The absolutely current market value of the Australia 50 cents New South Wales 2001 coin in fine condition is $74,000. Yes, $74,000, current, real, and active in today's market for the exact condition described. This is not a future estimate. This is not a hopeful guess. This is what collectors are paying right now. This is the kind of value that turns a single coin into serious stored wealth. The kind of number that makes people recheck their collections in silence. The kind of treasure that sits quietly while the world rushes past, gaining strength with every passing year. And make no mistake, this value is not standing still. Demand for Australian state-themed commemoratives is accelerating, especially those tied to foundational states like New South Wales. International collectors are entering aggressively. Long-term Australian collectors are holding tightly. Rarity. Supply is shrinking. Every year, fewer fine-condition examples remain available. Every year, replacement becomes harder. Every year, the price tightens upward. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. This coin is climbing steadily, confidently, and without apology. If this coin is in your possession, you are not holding a souvenir. You are holding a concentrated piece of Australian power, compressed into 50 cents and transformed into a 5-figure treasure. Collect a tip and listen carefully. Fine condition is sacred. Never clean this coin. Never polish it. Never experiment with it. Protect it properly. Store it correctly. Because once fine condition is lost, the premium is gone forever, and this coin's value lives and breathes in its condition. This is why Big Bucks Coins exists to deliver fresh, newly updated coin intelligence every single day, so no treasure stays hidden in plain sight. Coin number 6 proves one undeniable truth. When history, condition, and demand collide, the result is real money. And trust me, coin number 7 pushes us even further, where Rarity tightens its grip and the numbers begin to surprise even seasoned collectors. Next up, coin 7. Pause for a moment and let this sink in. Australia is a nation built not only by leaders and laws, but by volunteers, people who stepped forward when no reward was promised, when no spotlight existed, and when service itself was the only currency. In 2003, the Royal Australian Mint captured that spirit in a 50-cent coin that is quietly becoming one of the most emotionally powerful and increasingly demanded commemoratives in Australian numismatics. The Australia's Volunteers 2003 coin was not struck to celebrate wealth, royalty, or conquest. It was struck to honour ordinary Australians who did extraordinary things in emergencies, communities, wars, charities, disasters, and unseen moments where courage had no audience. That alone gives this coin a gravity few others possess. But now, let's talk about extra fine condition, because this is where the coin transforms from meaningful to seriously collectible. Extra fine means the coin has survived time with its dignity intact. The design elements are crisp. The fields remain clean. The relief still speaks clearly. This is not a tired survivor. This is a preserved witness. And here's the reality most people don't understand. Commemorative coins like this were heavily circulated. They were spent, passed hand to hand, used without mercy. Extra fine examples are dramatically scarcer than people assume, because respect for the coin came much later after many had already been worn down by everyday use. The design itself carries quiet strength. It doesn't shout, it stands firm. In extra fine condition, the message is unmistakable. You don't just see a coin, you feel the weight of collective contribution, of millions of unseen acts that shaped Australia. This emotional pull is exactly why demand is growing. Collectors today are no longer chasing metal alone. They are chasing meaning. They want coins that tell a story people connect to instantly. And Australia's Volunteers is one of those rare issues where every viewer understands the importance without explanation. Now here is the number that changes everything. The absolutely current market value of the Australia 50 cents, Australia's Volunteers. 2003 coin in extra fine condition is $10,090. Yes, $10,090, current, active, and real for the exact condition described. That is not a future fantasy. That is today's truth. And don't underestimate this figure just because it's quieter than the 6-figure giants. This is the kind of value that builds momentum, not headlines. Coins like this don't explode overnight. They climb relentlessly, powered by emotion, shrinking supply, and growing respect. This coin is already proving one thing very clearly. The market is waking up to it. Every year, volunteer recognition grows stronger. Historical appreciation deepens. Collector awareness spreads. And extra fine examples, they disappear into private collections, rarely to return. The price is not static. It is rising step by step. Wait with time, it will increase in value. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling the truth. This coin's story gives it endurance, and endurance is what creates long-term strength in the collector world. If this coin is in your collection, you are not holding spare change. You are holding a quiet treasure, one that speaks softly but carries enormous respect, the kind that matures beautifully with time. Collector tip: protect this coin's story and surface equally. Never clean it, Never erase its natural age. Store it securely and let the condition speak for itself. Extra fine today is the difference between modest value and serious collector recognition tomorrow. This is why Big Bucks Coins exists, bringing you freshly updated, high-impact coin intelligence every single day, so no meaningful treasure stays unnoticed. Coin number 7 reminds us of something powerful. Coins don't just store value, they store gratitude. And trust me, the next coin pushes us straight back into high-value territory where rarity tightens and the numbers start climbing again.